Anna!
This is your moment. You sit there.
It's your time to shine. The lights are on, baby.
You just sat there and
this is Hollywood. Oh fuck, that's me. That's me.
Welcome to another.
What? No, that is me on that. Why?
Good. Welcome to an episode of Mums on the Run.
Why am I?
This is myself, Sharon, who's the host. My co-host is up and embarrassed. I've put together a wee thread for you.
I'm like, that's me on there.
You're like, no, that's me. I know that's you.
Oh my God, what the actual hell?
We just thought we would play that at the start to say, I hope you had a happy hen.
Wait a minute, why am I on
you
that?
had a wild hen.
Oh my God, it was so good. I'm still pure shock. I'm on TV.
So I got the girls, I texted the girls and asked the girls to send me some stuff.
Oh, I love that.
And then you didn't come because you weren't well. So we had to cancel it, and that's us, me just being able to get it back on. So
I'm out there like, what the fuck? Oh, it was so good. But obviously we're back together, and we've not really spoke about it.
I know, we've not actually done much to just us two, because I feel as if every time, obviously we've had some amazing guests on. But
oh my God, yeah. And I think obviously the stories that they share are absolutely phenomenal, but they're also dead heavy and quite deep sometimes.
Yeah.
And we've also got a lot of new followers.
I know, by the way.
We've got so many new followers. Thanks so much to everybody.
Everybody that's actually, and the subscribers, and everything's actually going up the way, which is good, positive stuff.
And a lot of, I mean, we get so much good feedback. I think the negative feedback's very, 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 very minimal. That it's way more positive, and everyone's just thankful for sharing stories. You know, people can relate, and that's what we set out to do, isn't it, really?
100%. But we also, when we first started this, it was just genuinely us two, and we were just talking about topics that people actually asked us to speak about and stuff. And then we kind of, I don't even know how we get invited on a podcast, and then for there we kind of just thought, oh, it would be good to have
some guests and
some guests on the podcast. And then it kind of took over that way, where TikTok was just coming in and saying, oh, can you get this
person on?
I get this one.
And I do love that, and I think it's, you know, stories that people definitely need to hear, and, you know, if we can provide that platform for people, whilst also trying to get our reason for podcasting out, which was to make people feel that they're not alone, to you know, give it content that people you can relate to as mums or parents, dads. And like we obviously had Chris on.
That was amazing. I loved having him on. That was,
so I think
first male guest was a good one.
So we've done amazing. So I think it's good to be back together to get the new people, you know, us as well.
And the fact is, obviously, we're not just mums after that video.
Fucking car crash.
That was so funny. See, when I was getting them sent, like Claire was sending them, and I was like, keep coming. Like, and I was like, she is going to be.
I'm like that. They're like, what? I thought,
why am I on that?
Wait a minute, hold on. Like, wait a minute, we've started.
You were so shocked there. You're like, no, it's me.
No, like,
I know.
You're not even looking at him like, Sharon, why, Mum? Then I was actually thinking, how did he get that?
Sneaky. I had to pure do a whole dive there, because I'm like, I don't know who's going to be producing this.
I used to talk my TikTok.
That's not even half of that's not even on, because
I know. Right, that's the stuff that's not for social media.
And then I was going to put it on yesterday to wish you a happy birthday, so happy belated birthday. I did wish you a happy birthday yesterday for the viewers. But I just mean, like, I was going to actually put it on, and I was like, nah, save it for the morning.
Oh, my face if you read it.
I know. Wait a minute. It was like a recall of last night. You getting that cake?
Oh my God, I was actually like, no, that's it.
So for folk that don't actually know, Michelle's actually getting married.
I am. Oh my God.
And you were away your hen, and that was a fabulous hen.
Oh my God, it was unreal. It was a country themed cruise through the Canaries, and it was just amazing. Line dancing, fucking just.
I seen it was mixed.
I
didn't realise it would be like.
Well, see, that's what I thought. I thought, right, it'll be good to spend a lot of time with the girls, like just loads of women coming together. But there was actual stags and that and all. Like it was,
so good.
It was random, but I was like.
Well, if they enjoy that,
that's what they're into. That's fine. So it was a good mix. It was a good mix, but it was just good to spend time with. There was 20s.
I love that, but when you, especially like sometimes when life does get pure, and you're like, get me away.
I need time with the girls.
Days of drinking, like day drinking. Like, I love all that.
God, it was all inclusive, and I feel like from the start to finish, before I even get the flight from Birmingham, I was fucked.
Well, look at it.
And that's at the airport going.
That's actually going there. I know I should have actually told them to get me ones on the way back so we could see how deflated you were.
I was like this under a blanket, don't talk to me.
It's good they all come together, but and that's what I love about women. Like women do that. Like there's always like, so who's like, if you got like, I know organiser in your group, it's like
my sister Kat. I think obviously I've got 8 bridesmaids, which is a lot. But I feel like with me being the middle in the family, like I'm close to everybody, and it's so hard for me to pick because I'm so close to everyone. Kat done a lot for the hen and stuff, but she works for Jet too. She does, you know, she's always been the kind of party organiser of things, and obviously other girls done their bits in that as well. But I think Kat was good in the sense that I remember it's dead hard because they were all brilliant, you know what I mean? They all done their own, but I think Kat and my wee sister Casey probably kind of pulled it all together, and they blew it out the park. They were so excited the night before
as well, which was
getting their tans done.
So fun. I know because I wanted a full picture of these all together. I don't even know if I said that to anybody, and I was like, I'll get a full picture so I can like pop it on. That's very chance.
It was dead hard, see, because we had half the group flying for Birmingham as well, and half them flying for London because there was no Glasgow flights. It sold out that fast, so we were split from the start. So we arrived first, and then the group then arrived an hour, like 5 or 6 hours later.
That, actually.
So it was just because we couldn't get everybody on the flights, and then trying to get everybody like about to try and get photo. It was just there's too many. There's 20.
Because 20 is a lot for a hen as well. Isn't it? Like usually when we're going away, there's 11 of us going away. So we're kind of like half that, obviously, but
and then the wedding's in July, so I feel like it's new all systems go, and I'm like, how the fuck am I paying for this? No, I'm actually not. People thought I would probably be, but I'm at the point where I just want an easy life now. So I'm like, you do you. Like, do you know what I mean? See, if you don't want that dress, fucking pick your own. Like, I'm done. Do you know what I mean? I'm out.
Show up in your shorts and
I'm just going for the party. Sorry, Paul. So I think it's just all systems go now. How the fuck do I pay for this wedding? That's what I'm thinking. Like,
because I think what you actually do is you go, well, I've got so long, and then you get into that year and you're like, shit.
I kept saying to my mum right up to last year, it's fine, I work better under pressure, and now the pressure's here. I'm like,
oh my god, give us a break. Give us a fucking break.
Like OnlyFans.
What do you think has actually been happening then since we've not discussed anything on our own? Like, I'm trying to think if we've got anything exciting to fill them in. And so obviously, we've rocketed with the followers and stuff. So we reached our 10k mark and stuff on that. A lot of people have now been engaging more as well, like sending us in questions and stuff, which I really like.
I love that. And I love that the comments and stuff have all been just so supportive, and but in terms of what's happening, we've obviously had a wee bit of time apart and all, like, because obviously I wasn't on the last couple of episodes,
and I was working as well. Life just takes over.
I know, that's
I'm just looking at a couple of questions. I know you've been running.
You've been at PT.
I know, I've been at PT as well, but I need to start the running thing. I actually think we should do a series of you running and me try to catch up with you, because I think that would be quite funny. You running behind.
I don't run that fast. I run a wee bit fast for the video.
You running by, you like that. Catch up.
I run fast for the video, stop the video, and then go.
I should just come like actually drive beside you, like, keep going, get it. Let me have a wee look, because this was some of the these are some of the questions that we've had over the months that we've not answered. So I just thought, let's bring them together, start, see what we've got, and we'll work on them. So the first question is gentle parenting actually working? Is it creating kids who just don't listen?
Gentle parenting, I think, isn't it for me?
It's not for me either.
I'm a shut the fuck up, get it done, do what you're told kind of parent.
I think it opens avenues of no fear in school, because I'm going to get home and go, it's okay. Like, no, it's not fucking alright. I had to leave my work because you were a little shit in the school. Like, do you get me though? Like, that's
you're
not
fucking
okay.
for it. No, I can't. Gentle parenting really isn't for me.
Like, my girls still say to this day, this look.
Aye.
Pipe up. Like,
it used to be, my mum used to say to me, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed, because my mum would be so fucking angry all the time. So see, when she's disappointed, you're like, oh my god, that kicked to the gut.
What? I just think gentle parent is like,
it'd be interesting to be a gentle parenter.
Aye, who's a gentle parenter? Who are you, and how are you surviving? How? I know your Wayne's Ferrell, because I need to know. I don't really know gentle. There's nobody doing about me that gets their kid and goes, now listen, sweetheart, I know you head butted him, okay? Well, it's okay. Is your head sore? We'll get you a wee plaster. Fuck off. Like, no, that's. That is no for me. Like, but that is the type of parents you get, don't you?
Aye.
Especially the one.
We'll have a chat about it when we get home. Not my child. My child would never do that. I ain't done it. I know you. I can tell with the fucking look in that cunt's eyes.
I'm straight away like, see, if somebody says something like,
aye,
and then I do it later. Do you know what I mean? Like,
the brains like, I never, and you're like, oops, sorry.
I wasn't even there. It's a completely different school. I'm like, you're grounded for 4 weeks. No, but see, when you're trying to deal with a parent like that, like I'm not saying gentle parent's wrong. What works for you works for you. We always say this, like what works for you and works for me is completely different. The outcome's probably
but
the same.
How the fuck do you not lose your shit? I lose my shit in 0 to 10 seconds.
So mad. I mean, Ali actually...
Steam coming out my ears and everything.
Ali actually says to me, you've been really bipolar today. Because I'll literally scream, right? So I actually put in the family group chat, you're all clatty bastards. You're on it to start cleaning your rooms, like blah, blah, blah. I go nuts, right? And then they'll come in for school and I go, hi, darling, how are you? You did it. And they're like, what? Like I was expecting to get a dress with, and I'm like, no, that's it. I've said what I've had to say, and I move on for it.
No, it's so funny.
No, but I just can't. That first question is gentle parent actually working? Is it fuck?
It's a no for me.
It's a no for
and
me.
I take my hats off to people that can gentle parent, like a gentle parent. See, even just like walking in the supermarket and the bains are playing up and you're like, see when I get you fucking up the road. See that, like, see when I fucking get you home. Like that is me. I can, like, I'm pure, no.
My mum, I always used to remember, like, I was so well behaved everywhere because my mum used to be the same. My mum there was no gentle parent in my house. And I was an only child and I felt as if I'd done well, do you know what I mean? But no. So it's a no from us on the gentle parenting. So should kids under the age of 13 be allowed on TikTok and Snapchat?
That's a tough one for me because Poppy's on it.
Says Ali, but we're both the same. We monitor their accounts and stuff.
Poppy's account's linked up to my account, so any notifications I can go in and see them. Any messages. I think social media is such a big part of the world, and we've always said, like, you know, said in so many episodes that you need verified and all this kind of stuff, and I still stand by that, regardless 100%. If that means that my child can't get on it. That I still think for the safety of the greater good, do you know what I mean? But I think social media is such a big part of how the world's moving. It's good to have them, but as long as you're I think you need to kind of make sure that you're monitoring it. You need to have boundaries, you know, because it just becomes a really dark place otherwise.
It does. I feel as if, I've just picked up a wee bit on this next one. I genuinely think this question's like, to me, arseholes. So,
bastards.
It says, do parents take kids' football too seriously nowadays? Is it okay for parents to shout at the referee at a kid's game? Who the fuck was that? Who was it?
It was fucking money.
It was fucking money.
Disgusting.
The answer to that is no, dear fuck. I'll scream out. No, listen. I'm a screamer. Whoa. Right.
Hello.
Hello,
yeah.
Rather me be a screamer than Chris.
Chris is a lucky boy.
Honestly. Anyhow.
Moving on.
Is he your lucky boy or is it me it's lucky if I'm screaming? Anyway.
True story.
I do parents take it? You could do that with the comps and that as well though. Like, is there a lot of people at the comps that you're standing next to and you're like, shut the fuck up?
Oh, aye, all the time, and they're not even screaming for the way.
They're just standing silent. You're like, shut it.
No, I think the dance comps is a wee bit different. But you know when you're Wayne's dancing, because you've obviously been through the dance comp, like you're kind of like, come on.
Go.
But then when you know, it's fine.
Aye. With the football, it is. I mean, a couple of wee times, but like I was so honestly, like Ali played out her skin on Saturday and she scored a wee back healer and I missed it because I was too busy talking. And then they've been like, oh my god, yay! And I was like, oh, who was that? And they're like, Ali. And I was like, yay! I was like, I think you did so well. So I think it just depends. Like if you're getting the ref abuse.
I think there's obviously with football and all, you know what it's like. Everybody's screaming and shouting. Everybody is. I mean, I would essentially assume that they were.
Everybody is. Do mums secretly have a favourite child, or do you think that is a myth? I have a favourite child weekly.
Right, changes.
Aye, so Ali will say to me, who's your favourite child this week? And I'm like, this week it's you because you scored a goal.
I think the favourite child thing you love your both. I love my both kids dearly, you know, equally proud of them both. And like you said, the favourite thing can maybe be misconstrued for loved. You know, do you love one more child? And favourite child is like, you know, who's doing what they're fucking tell? Who's got their shit in fucking order?
This week, like, 100%.
You're my favourite because you've fucking done what you've been told. You've tidied your room.
I think people just, I think people, especially like with us not showing one specific child, would look as if we favour the other one, when you're like, no mate, what I'm actually doing is put my win first.
Right. Like, I mean, God, Kai asked me to put my TikTok on private the other day. I'm like, okay, because you're running with your hair. No, do I fucking running in the wind.
Riding Great Western Road.
With the belly. Fucking give a big look.
It's so funny because it know what gives me the fear. You run towards the cars. And I'm always like, I am honestly, because I always think I would run like that, and I would need to run away from the cars. You run towards them.
No, because I just like seeing when they can cut when they're coming, so that then I can try and record. But then
it's constant.
Then I'm running every time I'm running. I'm like this with the phone, and I'm like, this is actually a bit embarrassing.
Towards the traffic, at least that way if the traffic's behind you, do you know what I mean? Like you're not having to actually look at the driver in the eyes.
No, Kai asked me to put my TikTok on private the other day, so he's joined this MMA class, and they put a video up, and the video went viral. I think it's like, God, like 200,000 views or something, and he's in it. And somebody tagged me, but they never wrote,
"Hi,
there's your Kai." It was just like Michelle at Mum Mum Life or whatever. And I wrote, and I'd be like, love heart face, and he texts me for the room.
Oh,
can you delete that comment?
Oh,
I went, what comment? He went, the and I went, right, okay, deleted it. And then about 5 minutes later, I know it's a bastard, but can you put your TikTok on private? And I went, no, can I fuck? Like I've always said I'll put them first, but I don't post Kai on my TikTok, so there's nothing actually linking him to that.
You're still putting them first, but you deleted the comment or whatever.
So I was like, what's wrong? And he's like, everyone will look at me. I was like, where? Oh. He's like, in the gym. I'm like, nobody gives a fuck, Kai. Like, nobody even knows that you're like, I'm your mum. Like, it doesn't matter. And then he's like, well, I'm not going back to the gym then. I said, that's fucking fine. I'm not putting my TikTok on private. You can fucking whistle.
It's mad, but because I think like kids get on their own.
Nobody's even said it to him. That's the thing. Because I said, is your friends or anybody saying it? And he's like, no. And I was like, well, what's the issue?
Aye. But kids can be horrible though. Like, because I'll post like a lot of the football stuff and that. And we're at a new team now. Well, it's still the same team, sorry, but it's like we've moved up a section and stuff, so it's all new kids. And I'm going to go into the content creator, and I was like, right, I need it to come from the hires to go into the chat and say Sharon's going to be here to do this, so it doesn't look as if I'm just a pervert at the side going like, who's these kids? Like, no, do you know what I mean? Like, they need to be like, they need to be comfortable with me being there. Like, don't get me wrong, like there's 5 of them. They don't get a choice. I'm just like, picture. I'm constant, do you know what I mean? Like, so, but I think if Ali was to come in and say, like, I'm really not liking it, whatever, then I would be like, you just don't take part in anything. Like, I think that's putting the kids first. But as from putting your,
I think it's essentially, you know, not. I'd see the point if I was doing it and like massively like arguing, fighting, X, Y, and Z, but I'm literally doing the same. My content's very similar to what half the fucking TikTok's doing. So
another half's all fighting.
And I would see the point if his pals were maybe giving him a bit of like stick, but nobody's even saying it.
I need to say that to Ali as well sometimes, because like, see if she says stuff, I'm always like, I know, but remember these kids are probably the kids that want to come in the pictures and all that. I mean, and like, because then you need to say,
because I always say like the kids do come first, but I'm like, well, if you've got a valid point, absolutely, but you're actually in your own head, mate. Like,
because if you just
ponder to that,
everything, do you know what I mean? Then it's different. Like, that's general parenting.
And he's never ever said anything like that before. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, no, absolutely fucking not. Worked hard to get my 10K. It's taken me about 5 years.
Exactly. Not going to close it off now. Right. So, do the mums have a?
Oh no.
Do you ever pretend to be busy so your kids stop asking you for things?
All the time. Every day.
No, what Ali said the other day, it was so funny. She came in and she said to me, because see if I do it, right, even with Chris, right, so see if I'm like engrossed in something, and Chris goes back to me something like, you're always on the phone, like Ali will say something about the phone, I'm like, I'm working. I'm answering a client back. So Ali came in the other day and she was talking about like me and Chris and I think Chloe was on the phone or whatever, and she came in and she went, "You're working, you're looking at Facebook videos, you're looking at me," and I was in stitches going, "I must say that all the time. I'm working, I'm doing something." Like, I was like, aye.
No,
there's no winter, so even like, sometimes she'll come in and go, "Come and look at the colour of my dragon fruit," and I'm like, "I don't want to look at the colour of your dragon fruit."
Poppy comes up and goes like this, "Do you want to see this dance?" And I'm like, "I've seen it about 50 times. You've been dancing for the last half hour in front of me." I'm like, "No, really," but then you feel bad and you go, "I can't bother going," and you're like on your, and I'm like, she's like, "I never even looked." I'm like, "I've fucking seen it about 10 times.
Look at it.
She's got geese piece.
Send me a video.
I'll watch it on my phone.
TikTok you're not supposed to have. Right, here's another one. Should parents be friends with their kids or just parents?
I think it's good. I mean, I always say Poppy's like my wee bestie, but I think it's good to have boundaries, you know, where there's a line.
Yeah.
And I think a lot, this day and age, it's hard because, you know, there's the rebel and all that dead easy, don't they?
Yeah.
And I think people try and be their pals first.
They do.
So they don't get that backlash.
Aye, and they still do.
For me, I'm like, if I don't have these boundaries, then you're fucking running amok,
exactly.
mate.
Exactly.
So
and that's where it comes into play, where you're a parent first.
Yeah.
So I always say that to the girls, like, I'm your mum first. So like sometimes we'll have a joke and whatever, and Chris had said something to her the other day, like, she asked something and he went, "Shite." And she laughed and he went, "Just say shite to me. You can say, like, me and you've got that kind of active relationship." And I was like to him, "She's like, I know, stop making her swear." Like, and he's like, "No, I know, but obviously, like, if that's mine and her kind of wee thing, that relationship," he's like, "but she's just not allowed to do that." And I was like, "I don't get it, Bill. Why encourage it?" Why?
What?
And he's like, "Right, calm down." And then I end up arguing with him because I'm like, "Well, I just don't get it. She's not your wee buddy." Like, and he's like, "She's my wee buddy." And I'm like, "Aye, but there needs to be a boundary. Go and swear at whoever you want outside this household, or not an adult or whatever else.
But there's respect when you come here.
Mates, but you need to."
And I think probably the same to us. Like, you'll always be there for them. They can tell you anything, regardless 100%. Of how bad it is. I will say to Kai and Poppy, regardless of how bad you fucked up or something's went wrong or whatever, you can always come and tell me. And I think it's good to have that relationship rather than just a strict parent. So I think you need to have that.
Tell you, because he's quite like, I would imagine.
I think with Kai, I can tell when there's something wrong with him.
Yeah.
And whether it's something that he's done or something that's happening, I tend to know. Yeah. I tend to know when there's something no right.
Aye.
And that opens up conversations because I'll not let it drop. Basically, I'll be like, right, what's going on? And
that's good then. It feels that safe space to actually do that.
And then I do kind of give him his space as well, because he's nearly 16. Do you know what I mean? Where you're not going to be happy all the time. Do you know what I mean? It's not necessary that something's went wrong. It's just exactly. It's just that you're just not feeling up for a conversation today or whatever. Like, that's fine. So it's just kind of knowing the signs when there's something wrong with him.
I think, like, for me, like Chloe, who is an open book, can tell you everything. Like, and then you've got Brooke, who. No, she doesn't like to share things. Like,
see, Poppy can't keep her mouth shut.
Aye, that's cool.
When there's issues, so everybody knows there's issues. Do you know what I mean?
There's issues. Chloe, what will happen in my household is, right, Chloe will tell me something, right, and then I'll tell Chris out of respect for Chris, right, and then I say to Chris, "So don't say it," but you know, like, blah blah blah, and then Chris will go at that as soon as he sees her. "What's this I hear?" And I'm like, "What have you done?"
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he goes, "It's a problem." Like, the problem is, she's coming in, she loves talking, she loves telling me stuff. I'm giving her advice on it. Then you're doing that to create like a good wee conversation and bond we used to.
Aye.
When it's actually me she's told, because she doesn't want you to know.
Aye, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't win here. As in, Ali's probably, she's probably a wee bit of both at times. Like, I would say she tells you loads, and then there'll be a couple of things that she may be just a wee bit like
private.
Aye, she's only 12, isn't she? So I mean, like, what she could be carrying the weight of the world, or she'd tell you that, but like,
there's a wee percentage that she'll keep.
Like, she's not really interested in anything like that. But I think that's definitely where you come into play, where you're like, do you know what? Mum mode first.
Yeah.
I
think you need to have that. I do, because I think otherwise, especially this day and age, weans are running an absolute riot.
Takes me on to my next one. Do you judge, this is the last one, do you judge other parents based on how their kids behave in public?
Aye.
You bet. Because you should shut it down.
Aye. I mean, I think, obviously you've got, like, say for the younger kind of kids where you've got in a supermarket and the wee weans kicking off and all that, and you see how stressed them was. I would never judge that situation because you don't know if the kid's like neurodivergent or there's something going on. and sometimes you better just go, you all right, like do you need a hand, because you can see how overwhelming and that the pressure that is. But see if you've got like teenagers running about smashing windows, drinking it in the Wains, how many times do you see on those Facebook pages, get a grip of your Wains, they're running amok to Clydebank shopping centre, and you're like, see if that was my fucking child, I'd be like mortified.
So we had this discussion a couple of weeks ago. Did you see that in the Clydebank and the bowling thing, there was a girl attacked?
I've seen that.
So there was like,
was that a young girl?
So I don't know what the thing is, right? But see, for me, Facebook can be so like, I could put it on Facebook and everybody will jump on it, my defense, right? Like that's what happens in any sort of social media, right? But I was trying to say to like my group chat, like, right, take a wee back seater because it's kids we're talking about. So has this kid that's attacked her been bullied off the other one? Do you know what I mean? I was trying to just say, is there a story to it? Like, know that it's acceptable, right? But has that lassie went for that one first? Because for me, I'm saying to Ali, if somebody starts,
she could be bullying you for weeks and then something takes you to snap.
The badging, right? So that's what I was trying to say to my group chat, and I was like, let's just leave it at that. Or whatever else. She's like, right, okay, no, I totally get you where you're coming from, because I hate that. I hate all bundling on Facebook, just saying, like, blah, blah, blah.
There's one story here, one side.
Story. And by the way, I'm not just meaning that story, because I don't know anything about that story, I'm just meaning in general. So then opened a chat for us to say, right, so I'm not even sending my Wains to Clydebank Canoe and whatever, and I was like, well, see, for me, I would prefer Ali to be going to Clydebank into the pictures where we met, so that way there's cameras everywhere, there's, do you know what I mean, like there's multiple people rather than Ali floating about the street. I was like, so for me, that's probably safer, although that's happened there, that happens everywhere.
It's rare, but
it happens everywhere though.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's not something you send your way into school nowadays,
and you'll probably find, like we said, I mean, it's likely that they know each other or something's happening.
They do know each other, because I got a wee bit of backstory for somebody, but they do know each other and whatever else, and I don't even know if it's been resolved or whatever. I feel terrible for the way it's been hit, do you know what I mean? But what I was trying to say to them is like, listen, you need to remember you're judging Wains here, because
absolutely,
like
we're all young ones, do you know what I mean? And I think we all fucked up and we all done things, and I think I mean, this day and age is always a bit more feral, but I think
But then are they a wee bit feral? Because me and Chris were talking about this last night. See, the boys nowadays are getting their wee haircuts done and they're going for Nando's and whatever else. The boys now are doing the scheme where
I think lasses are worse. True. Up at each other's schools. The lasses, I think lasses are becoming a bit more feral.
And that's when it becomes hard as well, because then you're sitting going back to yourself, do you let your Wayne go to these like parties where the kids are all drinking, vaping and doing whatever because their mums are cool with that, and do you know what I mean? Like, or do you say to them, no, you come away for that and we'll do something separate? Like, it's hard.
It's hard because I think my childhood growing up and being out and about and all that, I sometimes look back and had some of the best days of my life. And I would love Kai and Poppy to experience that. And sometimes Kai, I mean, I'm very, very lucky. Kai doesn't give me any shit at all, do you know, that way. But sometimes I want them to go out and just live a wee bit and it's just get, become streetwise and, fend for yourself a wee bit and have to deal with some shitty things as a young person. Because I think
I know you do need to experience that, I suppose, don't you? But
you have your heartbreak and all that. I mean, I think I was heartbroken at 15, do you know what I mean? And you just builds you up, it builds character.
It does. It definitely does build character, but you're no seeing Wains now hanging about streets and laughing and joking with each other. And do you know what I mean? You're they're away sitting in McDonald's or whatever, and I hate that. See, when I hear like McDonald's workers are getting it stinking off all these Wains getting down and causing riots, and I'm like, God, like seriously, like
I see that, and I would never want like Kai or Poppy to go out and about and cause havoc like that. Like when I hung about, it was in a park getting drunk or up a graveyard or something like that, just sitting getting a drink with my pals or something. Do you know, we were about, but we were never doing causing absolute havoc about streets and stuff.
I think you're right, but I think it is lassies nowadays, like well, kind of the stuff that you kind of see now on social media, it is kind of more
female,
like girls getting into it, isn't it?
And it's like they're just so sassy and so opinionated and so like, it's like, fuck up, you little shit. See, if that was my Wayne, I would honestly be so disappointed. And in a sense, like, obviously going back to the question is, do you judge the parents? I think parents should know what their kids are up to in a sense, and I don't know, you're not going to know everything.
No, you're not going to know everything, but you need to be a wee bit more wiser of what's happening,
where they're going, who they're with, and what kind of people, because like I've said to you before, like I feel like I'm quite a good judge of character, and although it's hard to kind of judge Wayne's, it's I don't know, I can just tell if you're going to be my type of person or not.
Well, let's see what we come up with in part 2.
Okay, part 2 pending.